While a lot of you already know about our LawFren Elite 2027 batch, the batch that prepares you for 8 national 3-year LLB entrances has over 115 full length mock tests, a countless number of sectionals, dedicated materials for Part A and Part B of NLSAT 2027 examination, proctored AIMTs on CBT mode, and detailed audio video reviews for your Part B legal answers and essays. This entire scheme of materials has produced over 20 plus NLSAT selections, 15 plus NAIT selections, and 30 plus OLED selections in just 2 years. But this time, LawFren is coming with something completely new and completely revolutionary for NLSAT 2027. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the video. I will not keep you guys in the dark for longer. Here we are, the LawFren and NLSAT.in ka combination, a collaboration, the NLSAT 2027 free preparation batch. This is a complete structured lecture series for your NLSIU ka 3 LLB entrance for the year of 2027. Herein, you will get 18 core lectures. You will get 3 dedicated series for your Part A, Part B essay writing, and Part B legal answer writing. In addition to that, you will get additional 6 lectures, which will be covering your current affairs and GK very soon on this site as well. So understand who these lectures are for. If you want to get a very prestigious rank in NLSAT 2027, you need 3 things. Number 1, you need information, you need lectures, you need content. What is the kind of content you need? What is the kind of content you need to write in your Part B answers? What is the kind of content that you need to write in your essays? What is the kind of content that you need to read and consume? And what are the various skills? What are the various tips, tricks, and what are the various methodologies for solving your Part A with different kinds and archetypes of questions? One is content. Does this batch give you that? Yes, to a very good extent. Although this batch will not comprehensively cover all of those aspects because it is only 6 lectures long, and wherein our LawFren Elite goes on for a good part of a year. We have our rigorous practice sessions, we have our hour-long and sometimes 2-hour-long lectures. This batch will have much more succinct and compact content. But for whom this batch is, that you need to understand. For people who are at a beginner stage, who want to get accustomed with the exam, who want to just start with the flow, go ahead, understand the type of questions, how should they attempt them on a preliminary basis, and how should they continue into the cycle of attempting mocks and improving, for them this is the batch. The other two things that will be absent herein is number 1, mentorship, and number 2, materials. Mentorship is something that is very, very necessary for you guys in this preparation at least. You need to get your answers reviewed, you need to get information, you need to get materials on how do you need to solve, on how and what you need to solve. And materials, you need very much curated, very much specific kind of things that get tougher progressively. With time, the material actually adapts to your preparation schedule. The material actually adapts to how much you are improving. Those things, however, will not be here to the fullest of the extent, but to the best of our abilities, we will provide you that. So let us see what exactly is in this batch. In the essay series that is named as the E series of the batch, you'll have 6 lectures: E1, E2, E3, E4, 5, and 6. In E1, we'll be talking about what do the examiner actually rewards. We'll understand that what is actually asked out of you in the essay. What are the kind of answers that generally people write and that are not asked actually and that are looked down upon, and what is the actual content that you should push in an essay in the time constraint. In E2, we'll be talking about the architecture of an argument. We'll be talking about how do you write a thesis statement in an essay, how do you structure it, and how do you write a two-sided essay, which is an argumentative essay. Understand, NLSAT asks for not descriptive, but argumentative essay. In argumentative essays, you may have one stance, but you need to argue from both the sides. In E3, we'll be talking about evidence and range. We need to talk about how do you use current affairs, what kind of examples you need to put up, what kind of data you need to put up, and from which sources you need to extract these. How do you inculcate these things into your daily reading habits? In E4, we'll be talking about, since from E4's onwards, we'll be talking about 3 different types of themes that are very recurring in NLSAT. One is right, liberty, and democratic state. Then the next one is institutions, governance, and justice. Last one being technologies to society and the global frontiers response to the same. Through these, we'll be talking about various kinds of current affairs developments that have been happening in these and how you can develop organic arguments on those topics by using these key archetypes. In the Part A series, A1, A2, A3, and till A6. In A1, we'll be talking about how do you map the passage. In A2, we'll be talking about what kind of things you need to be well versed in vocabulary, grammar, precision. In A4, we'll be talking about inference. In A3, we'll be talking about inference. In A4, the strengthening, weakening, explaining type of questions. A5, fallacy spotting. And A6, current affairs as reasoning kind of questions. How do you read the news for NLSAT? And this will be a foundation for our upcoming current affairs lectures as well. In the LR series, which is our legal reasoning or Part B legal answer writing series, we'll be talking about how do you think like a lawyer without knowing the law. How do you apply the facts and norms to the apply them to the how do you apply the norms to the facts given to you? How do you form a coherent chain? We'll be talking about the statutory conflict and how do you interpret the rule of law. We'll be then talking about L4 onwards, 3 very repeated and popular archetypes of questions in Part B legal answer writing, which are the tortious liability and fault scenario, the state, rights, conflict and balancing interest of individuals, and the policy and institutional choice problems. With this, guys, this batch will also give you 3 free of cost handbooks and a current affair and GK series to guide you through this preparation. And anyways, LawFren has its regular all India ranked mock tests for free on its platform. So you will get access to those as well, and through that you will be able to test your improvement. How are you improving? You will be able to test that across a wide range of students, the biggest competition there is in the nation for this exam, and get better. So what do you need to do for this exam? The first thing that you need to do is go ahead and register on nlsat.in. Go to the website, register yourself, and in that you will find this course. Enroll yourself on this course, and every weekend from this moment on Saturdays and Sundays, you will be having one lecture. You can see that lecture. Any doubts, ask it through the designated forum given to you. And with that said, this was Surya from LawFren. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for this. Any questions? Comment sections are open, and as I always say, aim to be.
Are you preparing for 3-year LL.B entrance exams, but feeling overwhelmed and unsure where to start? Do you struggle with finding the right resources, guidance, and clarity, all in one place? Tired of institutions selling just mock tests or rebranding old materials meant for other exams and charging a fortune for it? Introducing LawFren, your one-stop solution for 3-year LL.B entrance exams. LawFren brings you cutting-edge tools to supercharge your preparation. With our exams portal, you can participate in live All India tests and instantly see your rank, giving you real-time insights into your performance. Practice questions on individual topics, sharpen your skills, and get exam ready with confidence. LawFren, aim to be.